I actually really wanted to go to Cornell. I got into Penn early decision, and then I visited Cornell anyways because it was a free trip. And then I realized I fucking love Cornell more than Penn. So, not to say I regret going to Penn, but I honestly think I probably would have been happier at Cornell. On top of that, one of my good friends actually went to Cornell. I didn't realize that. This was a good friend from middle school, and he actually committed suicide at Cornell. So it's really sad. And part of me feels like if I went to Cornell, me and him would have been there, and I think he would have had a better time. But again, what's happened has happened. Maybe one day I could go to Cornell for grad school or something. Anyways, recently in Cornell, this Asian American woman by the name of Letitia Chai was given a presentation, a final presentation, a thesis, so to speak, on refugees. And apparently the professor told her that what she was wearing, whether it's the pants or the upper clothing, was too short and that it would distract people, so people would pay attention to her body and not to the substance of her presentation. So in protest, she just stripped. She decided to strip down to her bra, strip down to her underwear. And her classmates apparently joined in the protest. They all stripped. So this has been trending all over social media. It's been reported to death. So I decided, let's do the Jerry approach. Let's see what Chinese netizens are talking about this. So I went on Weibo, China's version of Twitter, to get people's reactions. So let us go. So I was on Weibo, and I just searched up Letitia Chai. And this is, I believe this is actually a very popular website in China too. So this is the official Weibo page for this, I believe. We'll have to explore this website in the future, but this might actually be China's version of Reddit. So what I did was I just looked at the comments and then I switched it to the most hot or the top upvoted. So this person with 1,166 upvotes says, you have to dress in a way that works with whatever situation. So he agrees with the teacher that you can't just dress in a way that's quote unquote not professional. This person is calling her immature, saying, what is she doing? This person thinks this woman has problems. This person noticed that Letitia's given a presentation on Tibetan independence, which is a very sensitive topic in China. So this person's like, look at what she's talking about. She's talking about things related to sensitive topics, including Tibetan independence. I'm not surprised that she's this weird. Oh, wow. You see what happens, people? You do this kind of stuff. Now Chinese people are going to take the opportunity to attack Tibetan independence, man. So this person says, if you have guts, just take it all off. And he has a dodge troll. So this person's like, stop saying you're an Asian American woman or you're a woman or it's like there's some sort of discrimination. No, just dress the part. That's just part of respect for everyone. I like this guy the best. He's just saying, look, just like me, as in Jerry, if I go give a presentation to you guys, I should dress well. A lot of times, let's say my hair's not well, I wear a t-shirt, some of you criticize me. I'm like, yeah, it's justified. I just don't give a fuck enough. But if I gave a fuck, I would totally understand where you're coming from. I like this guy a lot. He reflects just the standard. And there's a reason why the standard is not always supposed to oppress or whatever, just because it works. That's why it's the standard. So this is another report. And under this report, we have some more. This person, again, agrees with the teacher. It's like, look, depending on the situation, you have to dress the part. This person makes a good analogy. He or she says, it's just like, yeah, we're free to love. It doesn't mean you can go out in the street and fuck someone on the street. It's a great analogy, and I think it's the perfect response to what Letitia did. This person gives a very good counter response to most of the comments we've been reading. What he or she is saying is, look, the teacher's supposed to hear a debate. It doesn't matter if the student is dressed in a way that distracts the teacher. The teacher is setting the priority wrong by emphasizing to the student that, look, you have to care about what you dress. I would disagree with this person, though, because the teacher, he or she's your teacher, supposed to help you in life. And part of life is people will judge you based on how you dress. It's true. Again, look, we have another person who's asking, is she talking about India And Tibet is such a topic that generates controversy, Tibet. So this person's taking the opportunity to talk some smack about feminism. He's like, yeah, you do what you want, man. Also, wear your underwear to go to an interview. And then if you can't find a job, then just say it's because of gender discrimination. And I now understand why all these women, these feminists are like, kill all men. This type of thought is coming to China too. Chinese people are starting to see the hypocrisy of Western third wave feminism. It's very interesting. Like China's still, I would say, going through second wave feminism. Like women still sometimes feel like they have to choose between their job or their family. And they feel like there's perceptions of them if they choose the job. But there's no like third wave feminism yet, mostly because China's a pretty homogenous country. So there's not like, ooh, trigger warning, gender politics, this, that. It's interesting that they can look at the West and see third and fourth wave feminism and fifth wave feminism and see where they are and compare and make jokes like this. This person's funny. This person says, an ugly person always does things to get attention. So this person says, look, if a person, as in a man, wore sandals to some kind of presentation, people would criticize him too. So this isn't some kind of feminist issue. So this is another posting on Weibo, and the comments here, 40 upvote says, it wasn't feminist enough, man. You have to take it all off. And this person, I wonder if it's the same person. Let's look. No, it's a different person. So this person also used the expression, ugly people just do random things to get attention. So this person brings up something very interesting. He's like, in this world, as in his perception of this world, there's two types of radical thought. Radical, I believe this is radical environmentalism because means green. So radical environmentalism, I hope that's what it means. And then radical feminism. And the fact that I can come on Weibo and see radical feminism be criticized, that's awesome. This person also says, why not just take it all off? So I clicked on a post, and it takes us to a special page, and we can look at more reactions. This person is criticizing the teacher, saying, look, you're saying that the pants are too short and it's going to get the guys to notice her body. Maybe you're the one that's not fit to be a teacher. You are a animal. So this person now responds to him. So this person's saying something interesting. He's saying, oh yeah, so if men notice the shorts, it's the men's problem? So with your argument, why is it that when a man dresses nice and a woman checks him out, nobody talks shit or blames the man? So this person's arguing from a practical standpoint. So not on a morality standpoint, but on a practical standpoint. He's like, this teacher has problems. Think about it this way. If a student, whether she's dressed informally or formally, isn't she going to show some legs anyways? Isn't that, no matter what, it's going to attract people's attention? That's an interesting argument. Oh, look at this. We could read the conversation if we really wanted to. I'm just going to read two more because I'm getting tired of this topic. So this person is also talking smack about the professor. He's like, so this is a presentation, and as a professor, you're worried about whether other guys are going to check out your short skirts. So this person's saying, okay, so she's wearing these pants that apparently are short. Why can't guys realize that they're getting distracted and then tell themselves not to be distracted? This is college, and I believe Letitia's only 19. So if there's one place to get this type of behavior over with, it's to do it in college. Because unless you're a guy like me, you're on YouTube and you have a following and you want to be the person that everyone else can channel their inner troll into, you're probably not going to do this after college. With that being said, though, I think our Letitia was taking it overboard. And as a professor, I think what she should have done is she should have probably afterwards, after Letitia gave her presentation, sat down, first, spent 80% of the time talking about the content, her research method, her methodology during the presentation, her logic, etc., her conclusions, but then spend 20% of the time talking about more life lessons, about how as a younger person, I maybe did the same thing, and then this is what happened, these are some of my recommendations, but then you're an independent person, you could think about other things that you could do. I welcome your thought, your feedback. Do that afterwards. Act like a professor. Don't, before she even goes on there, just start being like, yo, what, Then she's there to present, right? You just literally, without her even presenting, just smacked her in the face figuratively. So, of course, she's going to react in a way. She's 19. I mean, what did we do as 19-year-olds? We're not adults yet. We're going to react emotionally. So, I'm not saying what Leticia did was right. I'm just trying to explain why a person who's not an adult yet could act like this. And I'm not saying I'm some mature fucking adult, We're all susceptible to our emotions. And this goes back to professors and intellectuals in college. A lot of them don't really have real world experience. On top of that, most of them are probably very socially awkward. To succeed in academia, you need a specific type of mentality. You need a specific type of weirdness. So that professor probably is not the most socially adept person and didn't handle the situation completely correctly. But with this being said, I think you can also argue that this is a sign of the times that fourth wave feminism is just on college campuses so rampant, and this is what it causes. It'll be interesting. Imagine if enough young people like this reach the job market. What's that going to mean? Are employers going to be forced to change, or are there just going to be a lot of unemployed people? I'm just giving some ideas out there, points of discussion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys soon.